It is Tuesday, the 15th of April, and this is your crypto update. So, Solana token trading is now live on OpenSea 2 for some closed beta users. We'll be rolling out to more in coming weeks. This is a trend we've seen with Tensor, Magic Eden, and we've also seen other players come into the game. We've got Dupe, the main one. We've got Camino with their swap. We've got Titan Exchange. There's a lot of demand to actually just enable the trading of tokens. Now OpenSea has joined the game. Welcome to Solana. See how you go. Cash from Jupiter team has mentioned there's 3 votes. Ratification of the DAO. Ratification of the DAO. Ratification means, it's a fancy word that basically means to lay out like the scope or the policies, procedures to make a formal contract or system on how something should be, like a constitution or a law. Because essentially, what is the DAO supposed to do? What is its scope? Why is there so much FUD to get a small amount of approval on budgets which should be able to get more? All this kind of stuff probably indicates that not every vote should be a vote for a budget, but there should be some things happening. And obviously the token price going up and down so wildly, despite being the biggest and most successful DAO, indicates there's things that need to be improved. Well done to the team for acknowledging all this. Dupe Mobile, Visual Identity, another vote, and LFG V2 voting. Remember, if you hold your Dupe, you may as well stake it. Otherwise, you can trade a range, and that's all you can do with it. You need to stake, and you need to vote. Cointelegraph reports that Binance and KuCoin have gone down due to some Amazon Web Services. I believe they're coming back up, but their Binance did actually pause withdrawals, and they've now reopened. Just a reminder, self-custody, use a ledger, use a hardware wallet, there's plenty out there. Cointelegraph also reports that Kilo X has suspended usage of its platform and is tracing stolen funds after it suffered a sizable exploit. So just a reminder over there as well, try and use the most trusted perp dexes, not the new ones. If you're going to airdrop farm on them, just be mindful that the audits may not be as secure, there may not be as much longevity, and there is a big incentive to exploit them. Portals is looking very, very good. They've released their white paper. It's all covered in this thread, and it's a decent thread, but basically Portals token will be coming out soon. I'm not sure exactly when. And Portals will be, it's a metaverse game builder like a Roblox. Roblox is your best kind of guide to it. Now, personal opinion, I think that this would have done very, very well if they had shipped all this in the previous cycle. They would have probably been like Sandbox, or they would have been like other metaverse things and had $1 billion valuation, which would have been too high for the bear market. But in general, I think they're kind of doing very, very well. And I think this will be very, very good. It's not going to have zero problems, but I think it's something worth considering. If you're holding the NFTs, they must be staked, and they must have been staked in order to actually get the tokens. And there's going to be two different layers. There's the no-code game, so someone can go in and create a game, and then you can create all these tokenized assets, like sword, a shield, or car, or whatever, and they can have different pairings to something that's more speculative, so the price goes up or down, or they can be paired to a stable coin like US dollars, and then you can always claim back that US dollars in some cases as well if you decide to burn that asset. So it's pretty neat. I'm pretty interested, and there's a massive amount of writing if you want to read through this and check it out. President Trump's executive director, Bo Hines, said the US may buy Bitcoin using revenue from tariffs. That'd be good to see. And Canada's readying Solana ETFs. Obviously, it's not the US market, so I'm not sure how it's going to boost our price, but it's a good start in the right direction. Edgar, who's the man behind Mountain DAO and Mountain Capital, has also started on this token called Dark, and it's like a game. It's launching in some form 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. The token's been doing well. I'm not saying buy it. It has been doing well. It's been a good thing to put into a DLMM. I'm just saying, put some attention on this. We need more cool games being built, and this could be something that's starting to gain some traction. He's a well-known person. We have to wait and see. In terms of token trading, there's a whole lot more money coming back into Solana, probably all of crypto, and some memes are starting to do well. Some things that were hitting 10 million, 20 million are now hitting over $100 million market cap. If you want to trade fastest, I think you should check out fluxbeam.xyz. They have fastest RPCs, as what they've said, and they've got some cool settings. I'm still learning it to work out how I can profitably get in and get out and make a little bit of profit, but worth checking out. Remember, if you want to print some fees, as the markets start to come back and it's more fun, and it is more fun, you can also check out solmeteor.ai. There's other tools out there. They give an indication of what's happening, what's getting a lot of traction, what the Sol Meteor score is, and if you should maybe jump in, like RFC and Sol. You can see how it's all doing in terms of different fees. However, still use that with gmgn.ai, which is a great tool, and rugcheck.xyz. And keep in mind that you need to be very, very mindful that the LP is actually burnt. This is a great example of something that it's been going for 3 hours, you can profit off it, and then it's going to rug pull. Because the LP is not burnt, there's a tiny amount of liquidity in here, it trades a very exact range, so they're trying to bring in more holders. They've got a very small amount of holders, not many people have jumped into this risky thing. So they push it up, they push it down, they push it up, they push it down. They could be trying to farm Meteor points, I'm not entirely sure, but you got to stay away from pools like this because they're just scam pools. And finally, a massive shout out to dupe.ag's new Pro menu. It is not perfect, but it is a major improvement. So check it out. It gives you a whole lot of information. You still need to couple this information with GMGN and RugCheck, and also checking bundles. That's everything for today. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.